Morning Sickness.
Disgusting. They smell. They're sticky. They say things that are horrible.
98 UPD.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to Monday. It is glorious. My name's Sean Holmberg. There's Brady Bogan, Creepy E, Big Dick Toledo. This is the Morning Sickness, ready to go for another week as we close in towards the 2016-itis kind of feeling of, all right, let's just get this thing over with, start fresh. These holidays are upon us. A couple more weeks. The Christmas parties are happening. Everybody's kind of seeing the end, the finish line, kind of loafing through. Nothing wrong with that. But it does feel kind of like, all right, how many more days until I don't have to show up to this thing for a couple more days?
It's just a countdown. That's all it is.
That's all this is. And they do it all the time. Everywhere you look, it's like 20 more days till Christmas. 19 days to get out. Okay, stop it, because it's just killing me right now to say, okay, that's 12 more days to this. I got, more. I can get off work then. All right, then I can shop for Hatchimals.
Do you do the lights and stuff anymore?
Oh, last night was awesome. I ordered, I love Christmas. I have no issue with Christmas at all, yeah. So I went out and got, I wanted to see if those projection lights would work. My house is like an infomercial right now.
Yeah, where you just, I was thinking about getting one of those. That looks so easy.
Spot and dots. Except for you will spend hours like I did.
Trying to line it up perfectly?
Line it up, because I got two of them trying to get the whole house going, make it look right. Because if you do it on an angle, like some of the house gets neglected, it's there, but it's kind of sad. And then if there's a bush, it shadows the middle of it, so then it's like this weird gap of not. So I've got two, and I need to get like 3 or 4 more. I'm just going to, they'll work. I'm just going to load the house with the crazy LED spotlight nonsense.
That's much better than getting that stupid ladder.
I refuse to do that unwinding of my Christmas lights one more year. I swore it off last year. I was mad. I was trying to break the lights as I pulled them off the last year, trying to break the lines, because it's just a pain in my dick to get them, because I don't like the way I have them set up anyway. I want to, and I'm half-assing that system.
Be thankful at least you have a 1-story. Like, I have a 2-story house, and I don't even want to mess with it.
Get up there,
See,
Eric.
but that's the thing.
I'm going to die falling off that ladder.
With the 2-story thing, it's more fun, because at least you get some levels. With one, it's just a line, or I can go up and go around, and then it starts getting into a pain in the ass of hiding wires. I'm like, no, this thing's awesome. So I just need 2 more just to completely...
How much are they?
Like $35, $40.
That's it?
Yeah. You got to order them now. You got to order them online.
You can't find them anywhere now?
No. I went to Home Depot and they just
sold out.
Yeah, they're pretty much just one-colored ones. But yeah. So my whole front yard, but they're not as good as the commercial. Like you see it online, like they're bright.
But you can recognize. I mean, you know the ones that have them out front. There's a bunch in most neighborhoods.
So if everybody does it, it'll just be the norm.
Exactly.
That's what we need to do.
That's what I'm shooting for. Icicles are ugly. They tangle. It's just a nightmare. This is a newfangled kind of cool way to just go plunk, 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 plunk in your front yard. And you can light up trees. Your tree looks like you went crazy lighting it up. I'm going to do that. I'll probably get 4 more and just load the whole front yard with them.
What about you, Brady? You get up there?
I got a good system going for the past couple of years. It takes me about an hour, but I'm up on the ladder.
Yeah, I don't mind the ladder part. I just want it. Mine's low. I can actually reach the eaves of my house, so I can.
Yeah, I just
through.
line. It's a 1-story, so I just line the outline of the house.
I just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I have a kid, and I feel like I should.
You have to because of her. I do it.
Do I?
I like it. Yeah, I just like the festivity of Christmas. I like
it. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun setting it up, and like John was saying, your daughter would get into it.
Yeah, she likes it. But that more importantly, you're teaching her what Christmas really is all about, which is a celebration of pimpitude and excess.
Yes.
You get lights. A big fat dude shows up in a velvet thing, starts handing bitches presents and stuff like that. Everything gets crazy. It is just an abundance of excessive behavior and lighting it up, and that's what Christmas is, and that's what it's always going to be. And that's what you need to teach your daughter. That it's a crazy Las Vegas moment for her as a kid.
Las Vegas,
that's why
Let's get her used to the blinking lights.
I'm convinced that's why adults like Las Vegas, besides the money and drinking. You can drink and do the casinos. It's not the same as Vegas because it brings us back to that Christmas lunacy. The house is lit up. There's tinsel and silver and gold and craziness and free things and the possibilities of getting a ton of new stuff. It's
a lot of parties, too.
Vegas is Christmas because it's all lit up. Teach your daughter well, and you'll teach her how to be a fun kid because Christmas is awesome.
She actually asked us how Christmas started the other day.
Did you tell her the truth?
So Lisa says, well, there was this guy called Burgermeister Meisterburger.
Yeah, show her that.
I started laughing.
Very true.
She tells
It's on
the whole
last night.
Burgermeister story. And I'm like, you're not going to tell that other one, huh?
What about the real one, the pagan one? Tell her the real one. The celebration of the harvest. Oh, there's so many ways.
It'll be great because she's going to go to school and tell everybody that story.
The Burgermeister Meisterburger. Well, they probably already know it because it was on last night. So most of the kids probably already watched it. The Burgermeister Meisterburger story is fairly accurate.
I think so.
To history. You don't want to mess with that guy.
Just got to find someone that experienced that year when toys were banned.
Yeah, you banned all toys. Toys are all banned. He was horrible. And, of course, that teaches your children not to trust Germans. Which is
always
never,
a good thing.
Ever a bad thing. Never a bad deal. Yeah, so Christmas is upon us. And seeing the lights when I get up in the morning and I'm driving in, I like that. I think that's neat. I like the festivity of Christmas. I like
the lineup they started. That neighborhood next door to us has done it again this year.
What's that?
I think it's the streets Comstock. They do the whole block.
Oh, yeah, they got
so
one of those
the
things.
car lines are.
How was your, you sent me a clip of Mormon Night 2016, the Friday that will
You got
live
video?
in infamy. Oh, a little one. It's one of Brady's neighbors. Oh, she's Kristen Chenowething, the whole thing. This was her time to shine. She was afraid to ever, whoever that was afraid to ever actually go for it as a singer.
That was a youngster.
Okay, whatever. She was howling, and I was laughing. I was in Sedona at a restaurant when you sent me that. I'm like, I believe my neighbors should hear me. She's doing one of those Tiny Tim things.
It was a solid performance.
Oh, whatever, Brady. You see it because you have to see her. I don't know her. Misery.
I don't either.
Oh, yeah, but you are too close, and you know through dominoes you're going to end up knowing that person.
How did
I would have been laughing.
Scene?
You'd had to remove
You know, they it was all kids this year.
Oh.
And
so
they did have
so it was.
They did have one adult open it up and then closing.
So it was local teen production.
It was.
Build a barn. I'll get my dad to make costumes.
The new manger barn.
I don't know how. And the construction of this play.
The audio.
That thing you sent me, that's a real deal.
Oh, yeah.
There's some money invested in this?
Yes.
They're this is a Broadway production in the middle of a park in Gilbert. And all in all, I would have been laughing so loud. You'd be like, you're embarrassing. You got to go. Like, this is insanity that these people are calling this an entertaining moment. You're watching other people's kids sing for you.
And then Santa came out afterwards.
Yeah.
And about 10 minutes after Santa, Kirby comes back. Daddy, Santa would like to talk to you. Is that right?
All right.
All right, I'll go over there.
Who was it?
Hello, I don't know. I just saw Santa one. I'm like, oh, boy, okay. Well, obviously, I have to know who Santa is. So I go over there and, hi, Santa. Hello, Brady. I would like some Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, is that how that works, Santa?
Who is he?
He was Santa, John.
Oh, he didn't reveal to you.
Yeah.
Well, no tickets for him. I know he was Santa, but
yeah, I found out it was another guy's brother. It was another guy's.
Oh, you do know who it is.
Yeah.
She's not listening. Who was it?
It was Matt Dillard's brother.
Oh, okay. The guy couldn't ask you without the suit on. Anyway, was it all it was cracked up to be as far as like the worst night ever? It looks just dreadful. It's so over the top.
It was delightful, John.
Oh, Brady, it's so Walnut Grove. I mean, it's you and Pa Engel standing out there.
It was.
Oh.
The fire pits were blazing.
How many
about the food? That's all it was.
Yeah.
Was the food good?
Yeah, there was some good stuff.
How many for sale signs went up the next day of like normal people who are like, we can't live here. This is crazy.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah, there has to be a couple people.
What just happened?
Looking around like, this isn't normal. They think this is normal. And then did you go to the sex party the next night? And how was that?
Oh, it was
sex.
Yes.
Was there lots of outdoor
Wait a minute,
sex?
it was a two-nighter?
You remember his second party that he said, because we said there's no parties in Gilbert?
My friend does, like the Playboy Grotto.
No, he doesn't, Brady.
The Grotto was rocking.
But the Grotto...
I thought it was all in one night. I didn't realize it was
two nights.
But the Grotto is sex. The Grotto is known for
there was no
sex.
actual sex going on in the Grotto area yet, but I left at
10:30.
No.
Sex.
So
Come on.
there was no sex in that, Brady. There was no sex in your grotto, your friend's grotto. You know what it is? It's as wild as a Jimmy Buffett concert. That's what I'll probably say. It's
one
of those. It's
the
a Buffett
dance
concert.
floor was rocking.
It's a lot of guys in Tommy Bahamas and some maybe sweatered women.
Yeah, some Mormon housewife may have had one too many glasses of wine or something, and then
had
spouting off about somebody's dick.
Exactly. You might have talked dick. That's as far as it goes.
This was not an LDS production.
Okay, but still, in the neighborhood, you got to keep it straight, because if the neighbors hear the word dick too often, the fire department's going to show up and just hose everybody off. But it was a good party, I'm sure, because it wasn't an LDS party. Again, no fun Mormon parties, no funny Mormons. We know that. Very nice people, not funny. Bad party throwers, as evidenced by your Friday night, because that grotto had no sex. Were you convinced that the kids did a nice job? Was there any bad acting?
I felt bad for the angel.
Yeah.
He's standing on a ladder, but they have it. The cloth, the material goes all the way down, so he's a giant angel.
It's like he's floating.
Yeah, floating. He had a little feedback problem with Mike, and then he froze on his lines once or twice. He worked it out.
Did someone have to bark him up?
And that so forth. And
that's when you throw the maters. That's when you start heaving the rotten veggies.
He pulled it together, though.
That's good improv.
Together.
Yeah, you got to improv what angels say.
And thus be, said the Lord.
Lay ye be it to they who say,
Amen.
What child is this?
So when does the planning for this shenanigans get going?
I don't know.
I mean, they must have been rehearsing, right?
The stage being built and the rehearsals?
It moves in one day.
Oh, my God. Man, I'd move out of there so goddamn fast. It's ridiculous. Now, yesterday,
There lies the child.
My neighborhood's like this. Even better. I had my black friend Winston and his brother. I wasn't home. I was in Sedona this weekend, but I told him on Sunday morning, because I have a lady watches the house. She's there. I have people at the house. The lady that watches my house is black. So a black woman's been going in and out of my house since Friday. And then Winston and his brother show up to take all these old pavers from my backyard and load them on a truck and get out.
Oh, that doesn't look bad at all.
So I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, all right, Win, expect the cops. Because when they see a black lady for 2 days and then her henchmen show up and start stealing some of the hardware,
does somebody in your area just stare out a window? You got some old lady that's
yes, because I've
Hawks.
got a lot of old women in my neighborhood. So I pull up about 12. I get back from Sedona about 12:30. There's Win, no shirt on, in all his blackness, standing there loading my bricks up. And I'm laughing hysterically. I'm like, put a goddamn shirt on. What are you trying to do? So it's just this.
Do you see the marks on his back?
Yeah, all that. Yeah, I made sure of it. I made sure I'd just put neon stripes on that. Get back in the hot box over there, and we'll get back to you later. So I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, they're going to go nuts. He was shirtless. The big old work truck that's being loaded with my stuff. Hilarious. So I pull up or whatever. So on that neighborhood email, I'm just sitting there monitoring that, waiting. Just waiting. We're supposed to live in peace with the coyotes, but any black guy standing in your front yard, we got to figure something out quick. Nothing yet. Nothing. So I'm still waiting for that one neighbor to come up and go, there's a lot of suspicious workers in this neighborhood, and I'm just thinking if anybody else has noticed, maybe we should keep our garage doors closed.
I bet you a couple of them maybe noticed, I noticed there was no coyotes around there. Maybe this works.
Yeah.
Let's get...
Oh, I've got...
Black people?
I've got black workers.
They scare the coyotes?
Well, they've mentioned it before, and I have a feeling it's for me because my landscape crew is Al and his crew, they're just awesome. And there's black guys. And there's been emails that have noticed suspicious landscaping and construction crews of late. Like, what? What's suspicious? What are they doing? Are they mowing the grass and then leaning up against a tree when you drive by? There's nothing suspicious. Mowing the grass. I just don't like... I like my landscaping crews to be Mexican. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this black version you're throwing about.
Playing this jungle music.
What's going on?
I don't know about Holmberg's Buck, but I like my crew.
All these strange mowers they've stolen from the hardworking Mexicans that we hire illegally. I'm positive I'm going to get an email about Winston eventually. Just making sure that was a legitimate operation. It wasn't. Why didn't you stop it? Where are my bricks?
So you didn't hear anything?
Not yet, no.
No cops?
It'll happen today.
Isn't that beautiful? We've advanced as a society.
They didn't call the police on it. which I'm
Look at that.
shocked.
It's a new world, John.
The only thing,
busy putting up lights.
no, the only thing. Well, no, the old people, the Mexicans do that too.
Oh.
The only thing that I'm thinking, and I've kind of ruined it to not have Winston and his brother arrested yesterday, was that I do have a black landscape crew, so they're kind of used to that.
Oh, right.
Well, after the inauguration, this will all change.
That's
It'll be
exactly
false
right. We're
constant.
going to start moving people all over. Well, I don't think the inauguration had much to do with it. I think my neighborhood was always going to be I Like Ike in about 12 houses, and that's the greatest generation liked it before 64. These people were not supposed to be there without a helper. But and then Winston also brought a very IT-looking white guy to help out. Looked like a foreman, so it kind of screwed everything up. But it was. I'm still thinking we're going to get a kind of a passive-aggressive message that says, let's keep an eye on each other during this time of, there's a lot in the front yard. I mean, something will go missing, and then they'll like, we lost our patio furniture. And I happened to notice a very strange work truck removing a lot of people I've never seen in the neighborhood before. They'll just basically say
That's
black.
what you do. You're going to have to get on the neighborhood
I might do
Facebook
it.
page and say, you'll have to report the blacks if they're coming
Yeah.
out to your neighborhood.
I
2
might do it.
o'clock, I'm going to have a couple.
Yeah, you got to start it.
I might start it. Did anyone else notice a strange truck filled
My
with
security
bricks?
video.
Yeah. I lost a lot of pavers the other day. Nobody stopped it.
Hold on.
Broad daylight, in fact.
That's the thing. Nobody will point out. Wait a minute. You lost
Yeah.
pavers?
Did anyone see
That
anything?
must have been like a 5-hour job.
Did anyone see anything? They
If
had to
you-
be out there
if
all
you get
day.
3 other people, then you got an epidemic going on.
Oh, it'd be great.
Paver thief.
Well, no, I already
Like
know
the
my
patio?
pavers are missing, Brady. I already know that. I hired guys to do it. I just want to see if anybody will say, there were some black guys in your yard. No one has the guts. Anyway, I'm trying to stir it up, get those old people to move out. I figure the fastest way to do it is to have more black friends show up at the house and hang out. I thought last year's Sudanese chair event at my house would have done it. They didn't even flinch at that.
Let's do Janny's lemonade stand.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great. Get the Lost Boys of the Sudan standing out there on the road. Just all of them. Just giant Sudanese Dinkins. And
I felt bad
who cares
because
what else?
Janny was at our Play-Doh finals,
Yeah.
but he was in kind of a back corner with some of his friends. Right past me.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to see him sometimes. It's great stuff. Yeah, Janny he blends. He's very, very dark. And sometimes you're like, wow, there's a guy there. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, I try. So that's my neighborhood versus your neighborhood, Brady. Nobody building stages. And maybe I'll build a stage and have the Sudanese, like the Lost Boys, I'll write a play for them.
Review.
No. We'll recreate their walk. And we'll do the thing where they're drinking pee and eating each other's poo and stuff like that right there on stage. I'll have them singing. As far as I understand it, neighbors love singing for each other in certain spots in this city.
Based on a true story.
Oh, God, I would have. And did you have to pay anything to go to this? It was all free.
Yeah.
These kids do this for nothing.
Is it part of the HOA thing?
Unreal.
It is, yeah. It's
So you did pay.
So you did pay for this.
well, no, they get clearance. They don't know.
Because we just got our budget for our HOA for this last
Do you have a
year.
play?
No.
Oh.
But I'm
Oh,
just
no,
saying,
we don't have-
I'm just saying if that was in my budget line
Yeah.
for
Cut
our
the play.
HOA.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's it's
Cut
just
the entertainment.
approved by the HOA.
Right. But if you found out the HOA was like, we kick in
Yeah,
on that and build the stage for them, would you be like, all right, cut the play?
Well, then I'd put my own production together and say,
Oh, you'd want your own, right?
yeah.
Well, yours would be a tight ship. Angel
I'd help you
forgets
with
his
that.
lines, he'd be out.
I'd help you write one of those. We'd call it Jack. There's a Mormon who leaves the church.
Simple Jack.
Oh,
that's
Jack
already
would leave
taken.
the church.
Like a dramedy?
It'd be
Yes.
great. He's in his little sleeves, and he's on a mission, and he runs into some lady, like Stifler's mom. And then, like, the majority of the play is him soaking with this woman and talking about his doubt. Oh, Brady had his neighbors sing to him Friday. I'm going next year
Yeah.
to laugh and boo loudly. Please stop singing, neighbors. Leave it to professionals. Let's get ourselves a wake-up song, shall we? A good one. We'll start it off. We're closing in on getting out of this mess and starting 2017, starting a new mess. So let's start thinking about that. Maybe a Christmas song is on your mind. Give us a good one. 602-260-9800, and we'll start it off together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
You're listening to Arizona's Real Rock from the RentersWarehouse.com studios. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlord's estate. This is 98 KUPD, Tempe, Phoenix.